Most people think management consultants are hired because they're smart, good at presentations, good with numbers, good at talking. That belief is why most people never make it past the first interview. Because management consulting is not a job about intelligence, it's a job about pressure. And if you don't understand what the job actually demands, you can prepare for years and still fail without knowing why. This video explains the real requirements to become a management consultant. Not the campus brochure version, not the LinkedIn headline version. The reality. Because consulting firms don't hire potential. They hire people who can survive intensity without breaking trust. And everything else flows from that. The first requirement to become a management consultant is structured thinking. Not creativity. Not cleverness. Structure. Consultants are paid to walk into ambiguous situations and impose order. Messy data. Conflicting opinions. Unclear objectives. Tight deadlines. Your job is to break chaos into solvable parts, to ask the right questions before looking for answers, to turn vague problems into clear decisions. If you can't structure your thinking under pressure, no amount of intelligence will save you. The second requirement is problem-solving discipline. Consulting problems rarely have perfect data. They have partial information, assumptions, and time constraints. You are expected to make reasonable recommendations anyway. This means learning how to prioritize what matters, ignore what doesn't, and move forward without certainty. People who need complete information struggle in consulting. The job rewards momentum, not perfection. The third requirement is communication clarity. This is where many candidates misunderstand the role. Consultants are not hired to be right. They are hired to be understood. You must explain complex ideas simply, briefly, confidently, to people who may not share your background. If your explanation requires long justifications, you've already lost attention. Clarity is not a soft skill in consulting. It's the product. The fourth requirement is client-facing professionalism. Consultants work in front of senior leaders, often early in their careers. This means your behavior, tone, and judgment matter as much as your analysis. You are expected to be composed under pressure, respectful under disagreement, and credible even when challenged. If you take feedback personally or struggle with authority dynamics, this career will feel overwhelming. The fifth requirement is analytical capability. Yes, numbers matter. But consulting is not about advanced math. It's about interpretation. You must understand financial statements, market data, operational metrics, and performance indicators. Not to impress, but to draw conclusions. Consultants who hide behind analysis instead of explaining implications don't last long. Insight matters more than complexity. The sixth requirement is endurance. This is rarely discussed openly. Consulting demands long hours, tight deadlines, frequent travel in many firms, and sustained focus over long periods. The work is mentally exhausting, not just time-consuming. People who expect balance early struggle, and people who see intensity as temporary perform better. This career rewards stamina. The seventh requirement is adaptability. Every project is different. New industry, new client, new team, new problem. You're constantly expected to learn quickly and perform immediately. There is little time to feel comfortable. Consultants who resist change fall behind. Those who adapt quietly advance. The eighth requirement is teamwork under pressure. Consulting is not a solo career. You work in small teams where reliability matters more than brilliance. Missed deadlines affect everyone. Poor communication creates friction. Firms look for people who elevate team performance, not dominate discussions. Ego is a liability here. The ninth requirement is feedback tolerance. Consultants receive constant feedback, formal, informal, sometimes blunt. You're expected to absorb it, adjust quickly, and improve. Defensiveness kills momentum. Growth mindset sustains careers. If criticism shuts you down, this job will feel brutal. The 10th requirement is credibility building. Consultants are often young. Clients are often experienced. You must earn trust through preparation, logic, and consistency, not authority. Credibility comes from doing the work thoroughly and explaining it clearly. There are no shortcuts here. The 11th requirement is understanding the business model. Consulting firms sell time, expertise, and trust. You must understand utilization, billing, margins, and client relationships, because your performance affects revenue. Senior consultants think beyond tasks. They think about value creation. This is what leads to promotion. The 12th requirement is realistic expectations about exit paths. Many people enter consulting for the exit opportunities. And yes, they exist, but they are not automatic. Consulting opens doors for people who perform well, build strong reputations, and develop transferable skills. Those who coast do not benefit equally. The 13th requirement is emotional control. Consulting environments can be stressful. High expectations, ambiguous feedback, competitive peers. You must manage stress quietly and professionally. Emotional volatility damages trust quickly. Calm consistency is a competitive advantage. Now, here's what most people don't want to hear. You should not pursue management consulting if you need predictable hours. If constant feedback feels threatening, if ambiguity causes anxiety, or if your motivation depends on external validation. Consulting rewards resilience, not comfort. Many intelligent people leave not because they're incapable, but because the lifestyle doesn't align with their priorities. That is not failure. It's alignment. To summarize the reality, becoming a management consultant requires structured thinking, problem-solving discipline, clear communication, client-facing professionalism, analytical interpretation, endurance, adaptability, team reliability, feedback tolerance, business awareness, and emotional control. Intelligence is assumed. What matters is execution under pressure. This channel exists to explain careers the way they actually work. If this kind of clarity is useful to you, subscribe.